I'll tell you what, he's having quite a sequence right now. He's just become the DHL drop champion along with myself, if I can't just toot my own horn. And now you're here.
I'm only a champion because you're a champion too.
My man, team champion.
You had the mindset. You did have the mindset.
It's too easy, man. Anyway.
So Insani was the end of their conversation, and it's the start of mine. Because, yeah, if I randomly scream Dalmatian, I can't seem to unmute him. That might happen. But he is starting on the T side. MIBR, the same as Chad has stated, they believe it has to happen here on Vertigo. MIBR's pick if they want to see go the distance up against G2. And we're off to the races.
Well, they got a little bit of a clinic yesterday, right, against Cloud9 on this map of how to beat G2, and the answer was having Shiro on your team. So it's going to be tough to match that, I think.
Yep. And we're back at A-Site Simulator.
Yeah, well, a lot of nades. Ton of them.
Yeah. We'll see what execute they come out with. Nico with this little boost up, going to try and get... Ooh, he spots it! What a response from Turtle.
Yeah, peace.
Start. 1x bet favors G2. No surprises there. And still Monacy and Hunter actually with a reaggress off the flash. Nothing to report up short. Actually trading places. And a good shot back. Hunter double, nearly 3 runs light on the ammo, 3 on 2, and blood is still being shed. Bomb is on the site, and JKS handed a very manageable 1v3.
Yeah, Exit's on 1 health. If he can just grab that one clean. Now Exit should be the bait. The spacing is everything. He's got Insanity first.
Surely he gets this last one. It's on 1 HP. Exit would do something miraculous to save this round. It's JKS, cool as a cucumber, fresh out the fridge.
Yeah, man, that was it was kind of lined up for him there. Set up for him at the very end. You really can't ask for much more than them to be low. You get the first one, 1v1, bada boom, bada bing.
Trace.
Fanny's your aunt.
Question. Fanny is my aunt, actually.
Oh, really?
No, Barbara. Barbara. But I wanted to ask, was it the griddy? Am I down with the kid? Is that what you were doing? Is that what that was?
Well, it's because right when we walked up there, I already knew we won. So it's like, I got to walk out with the walkout song.
A little swagger, a little confidence.
Normally it's like Timmy Trumpet, you know, we get that going like the Mets did. But yeah, it worked out.
Oh, he's heard that. Nico's going to be moving his mouth a lot, letting him know. A lot of steps towards the ramp and a lot of nades and spray even connecting already.
Yeah, I think he was just waiting to see where he was going to deploy that Molotov, where exactly the footsteps were going to be leading them, and it's a slaughter. Monacy with another one. Nico pushing down his drop, but this is well handled, well managed, and even this little wraparound from Turtle might not get anything done, and Monacy on point. 5-1 early.
Yeah, he's out to a great start. Bodes well, but obviously around like that, not designed for the side of MIBR to win.
But also G2 on their weakest map. You know, I think they were obviously MIBR inspired, but as you discussed, look at that spray lineup. That's gross. Monacy is just the ultimate, you know, young gun who's also a geek. He's just got all of everything drilled to a T.
He's a huge nerd, isn't he, about the game of Counter-Strike, which is cool to see. And I mean, you can just see it in his gameplay as well. He's had a phenomenal start to the year. Also, I mean, the guy's been absolutely disgusting. Disgustingly good. Flashbang over the top is going to blind Nico just a little bit, but he sticks around. It's a nice kill on Insanity. Backs away. Monacy here in support at Sandbags, but Renault has found a gap. Ooh!
Oh, man, that was almost free. Almost. Hunter comes away with the FAMAS kill. And, well, not really what you wanted for MIBR.
They actually just looked away at the wrong time. HooXi's back turned as Gap is being... and Trap is being sprung. Ooh, HooXi good to get the info off the initial spray. Turtle running him down. Reaction from G2 required. He gets his smoke down. Oh, and Henny's just lost the bomb in the middle of nowhere. Gonna just tone it down a little bit there.
Yeah.
Didn't clear his corners. And admittedly, there is a retrieval viable if they can get through JKS. And Hunter's already closing, locking that door behind him.
And he's calmed that too.
It's a long time that G2 gets to move around the map, but that's a wonderful kill from Turtle. And now Monacy's flank, the timing of it, oh, that nade is almost perfect, but through the smoke, bounces off the wall. Hunter now going to try and hold on to the bomb site. Bomb's going to get dropped once again. Monacy doesn't let it get away, and now Exit has to spring into action.
Oh, just over the edge of the smoke.
Ooh. Yeah. Bang. Well, almost recovered from MIBR. That's not bad, because that looked extremely grim. At least they gave themselves a puncher's chance at the end of the day.
Yeah, that timing for Henny to walk out with the bomb just really wasn't for him, was it?
No sirree. All right, well, we're going to have I was going to say a quick one, but all of these have been quick. It seems like MIBR's main intention at the start of these rounds is let's go ramp within the first 10, 15 seconds. You know, it turns out you don't have to immediately be fighting short.
You don't have to do it if you don't
want to. But they will.
To.
Here they come again. You're right. Straight across the bridge, this time a little bit more silently.
And I wonder, because, I mean, yesterday, Cloud9 was kind of not this aggressive, obviously, than MIBR, but Nafany was finding a lot of success coming through smokes, a lot of success challenging up towards the top of A ramp. So I wonder if MIBR saw that and has kind of tried to really emphasize that in their game here in the early going, and obviously not to any crazy kind of success.
Well, with the little pistols, not sure exactly how they're going to get past all of this utility, but nonetheless, this G2's round to lose with the guns, that is.
Yeah, but they're in a good position. Nico, confident in the corner. Oh my lord.
Nice. And it could continue to hurt. In fact, twisting the knife is Breno! Okay, nearly 2.5. Frags found. Breno delivers more than you would have expected out of the Vertigo headshot. We could be on for something as Turtle and Henny catching flak from HooXi spray. Doesn't find the lethality, but it's coming. A little belated, but there, and exit with the recovered AK, making things even more scary. JKS to have to pull out another clutch. He already had 1-1v3.
Again, it's one player with health, one player with very little health for JKS to go up against, and he's going to be patient with it, wait for hearing the bomb plant. Kit right in front of him as well that he can pick up on his entrance into the site if he needs to.
And so, does he immediately...
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's perfect. It's going to be a 1v1. How's he head away with that, Henny? He's got some good hops on him, just about covers himself. And that's an MIBR round on a light buy, no less. And Nico going looking kind of the start of that house of cards collapsing.
Told you it was theirs to lose.
Nailed it.
Somehow, some way, there it is.
You knew it.
This didn't necessarily help either, right? Like, it took a little longer there for HooXi to get the kill. And then, I guess by that point, grenades, CSGO, don't need I say anymore.
Little bit earlier on that nade, obviously, I think would have really netted him that kill. But you have to say, great cover from exit. That's 2 instantaneous headshots to protect the planter and then able to actually win out that round from MIBR. So unlikely first round for MIBR to win. And now back to pistols quickly for G2.
Yeah. Not so much fun to be had on this one. They have hedged their bets towards the B side.
3 nades. They're going to nade down these B stairs. So look for anyone who's in a danger position.
Good catch.
This is exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the stack.
Go on.
Give it to us.
Oh,
yikes.
yeah, MIBR did just that. They come in, they wipe up G2, and that was a cool idea.
Exactly what we wanted.
Yeah. You asked for it, you got it. Ooh, okay, double pistol kill there from HooXi. Both USPs, but really it's just light work for Insani to round the round out itself.
That was almost so awesome. Those rarely work out quite that well, like quite that well positioned, and oof,
it's always it. The most frustrating is when the timing is just a little shy or a little early.
Yep.
You could see the intention was there. They were even going for the boost, but they actually threw out their T-nades themselves as Turtle boosted up early.
It also, I mean, it seemed like, I don't know what the plan was, but it seemed like G2 wanted to get behind the board, so with the nades, they could kind of hop over and take the fights at the same position. The nades are blowing up as well, and maybe just completely clear that out, and unfortunately, they walk right into the danger.
Talking of danger, Hunter really just not feeling any of it as he takes early mid-aggression. It doesn't get too much information, but no information is information in itself. HooXi trying to bait for his teammate is JKS, hoping that they don't clear. A 2 for 2. Set up for success. Can he get out, though? That's not going to be easy. Smokes down, sprays good. He's got out of there. Double kill and 1 through the boards for HooXi. They nearly single-handedly repel the invaders. HooXi, of course, in support.
I'm even fine with JKS going back for more. I'm even fine with them going back for that 3rd kill.
This is one of those rounds that, for G2 not having a kit, you really can't afford to let them take the site, right? Like, it's not ideal. You get into that situation, it gets real sticky, but it looks like they mopped it up pretty well on the B side. Just 2 players remaining there, AKs in hand.
Go easy now, soldiers. That's a molly that forces HooXi to make a decision.
Ruh-roh.
Why? And he does take a big chunk out of Breno, but still leveling the odds. Little by little. Breno, 2 kills so far.
Yeah, but this is okay for MIBR, like recovering in this kind of a fashion, because not only are there no kits over on the G2 side, oh, great nade, great nade. Not only are there no kits, but there's not a lot of money, so every kill matters here in this round. This is actually, that extra kill into HooXi was fantastic. 1 more is all you could really ask for in this situation, and what was a 2v5 at one point.
Especially in this round, all you really got to do is ask for 1 more. Nico finds it, and the exit there for MIBR.
Right, but they very quickly righted the ship, you know, after that 2 rounds stumped. Twice JKS has chosen to go aggressive early on those stairs, and twice it's been rewarded. And at that point, so early into the piece, you know, it's mission accomplished. No one's going to be not clearing. You can really get fruity, you can get passive, gamble a bit more. So already G2 definitely got a leg up in that respect. It's the first timeout we've seen from MIBR.
And you could see, too, in that round, HooXi and JKS both on the same page. If one of them's getting a fight, they're both sticking around. They're both battling together. That's really, really well done.
Just holding the line, man.
And that smoke on the top as well, it's like a really nice bailout strategy. I was just sitting there like, there's no way he gets back across. You can see 3 Ts advancing. Smoke actually makes it a bit awkward. With
it makes it a really uncomfortable fight for that T, doesn't it? Especially Henny with the AWP, because you don't know if he's just going to like sprint into the smoke. He's going to stop
could be coming
fight.
down.
Yeah, there's so many weird ways in which that fight could have gone. 4-2. Timeout comes to a close. MIBR spent all the cash in the bank.
Wonder what they've got up their sleeve after a timeout like that.
I mean, Nico's got the best spawn in the universe. Let's see if he wants to go for anything aggressive. It seems like G2 have been doing some aggressive maneuvers. Eyes in the sky for the short smoke, and he has a molly in his hand to contain yellow. Going straight through. Safe from the spray in a power position adopted early from Nikola Kovac. Supported by m0NESY. This is a dastardly duo. They sit next to each other for a reason. Imagine trying to break a crossfire of m0NESY and Nico. On a good day, no thank you. On a bad day, no thank you. They have given it up. By giving it up, I mean turn tail for a moment. One way though, and a profitable one as the cousin comes in to do the dirty work.
You didn't even mention Hunter.
No. Oh, look at the angle from JKS here. That is not an easy clear, and a free frag straight to the belly for Turtle. Nice trade from Exit, but it cost him a great deal. His limbs are hanging off. And Henny, the only healthy one yet to frag, having a little inquisition of his own towards the B site. Flash looks good for it. HooXi. Oh,
this could be it.
Head to head, and now the B site defender dead. Exit will join him. He's got the bomb on his back. Hunter's already here.
Nico with the eye on middle. Little does he know there's nobody there. Now Hunter trying to inflict the damage just to stop the plant. The Molotov does go out. Plenty of time to wait it out, though. Henny with a second kill in the round. Looking for a third. Nope, Hunter will be there to shut him down. Just 8 HP for Exit. This is a big problem.
Yeah, you'd have to get real lucky with timings on some of these peaks to win this 1v2. He's going to give it a good shot, though, up over the top. m0NESY's there. And I was going to say, you could say one of the positives MIBR has in these first, 7 rounds that have been completed and played, you can take from this what you will. m0NESY hasn't had the AWP out yet. Like, they've at least they've gotten to avoid having to deal with one of the best AWPers in the world, but you're still kind of sitting at a 3-round deficit with that being the case, which doesn't make it feel as nice. Yeah,
they've died twice to this as well. There's that crane or sandbag, whatever you want to describe it as. One way you can throw it from an assortment of different locations, but you know m0NESY's probably got every lineup in the book.
Of course.
And speaking of, this was m0NESY just on that 8 HP close. G2 looking very comfortable. I mean, getting the reps in on a map that we don't often get to see the full G2 force. That's a dead man walking. I lied to you all.
It did look like it was going to hit that box and drop in the corner. He went for over the top. Tapping away, looking for anyone trying to peer over the smoke. Nico's going to remain aggressive. They still haven't really been able to neutralize the aggression all that much.
I think Nico's about to do something real sick right here.
Oof.
Like get owned.
That. Like get banged. That's Breno again.
Just owned, yeah.
And then you're like, well, m0NESY's still there, and so is Hunter. We really don't fancy our chances.
That's twice now he's got the better of Nico on this in this position from earlier underneath scaffolding. There's m0NESY, adding another one on top of it, and nothing left to do but swing and take a fight with these pistols. Hunter loves that. He'll take it all day.
Yeah, last time MIBR run that eco, you think they're coming up this ramp, you know, you want to try to get it a little fast, aggressive, well, 6 games going on, like, it's just not there, that sense of maybe control.
Yeah, I definitely think that they could, they'd be well informed to just, I mean, keep it a little less immediate contact on A. Force that 3-man A setup, which we've become aware of as of MIBR through lethality, like Hunter, m0NESY, Nico. Let's have one of them with their knife out running somewhere else before we round that corner next time. I think that would be really nice. Otherwise, things are going to go one way and one way quickly. 11-2 so far for m0NESY, and as you've highlighted, he hasn't even got his signature weapon now. He hasn't needed to.
He'll have it this round for sure.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
He dropped the AK-47 over. He's got plenty of money, so yeah, he's going to pick that bad boy up in the hands of m0NESY. Nothing in the hands of, well, no op in the hands of Henny. He's got an AK-47, and we'll see what MIBR can bring to the table. A second timeout being used by the Brazilian side.
Actually, no. Sorry to be a pedant, but that was a G2 timeout.
That was a G2 timeout.
Surprisingly.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I misread it, but I thought it said counter-terrorist.
I assumed it was MIBR.
Yeah,
I had the mini-map open. I didn't see it, but...
But it's always peculiar when teams have, you know, been looking comfortable and good and, what's the word?
Like a momentum breaker
Momentum,
almost.
precisely. They break their own momentum. m0NESY, though, has a great spawn, and the AWP is out. So we'll see if MIBR continue to bang their head against this wall or mirror or whatever have you.
It's just a smoke down.
Bang!
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you know, no problems with Breno this round. That's been made certain.
Yeah, Nico's like, thank you. Thank you for that one.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's all I needed.
So quick with it. They're going to try to boost up over here at B again.
And that's a perfectly timed molly. JKS handles it. He's heard that. And a duel for Turtle. Oof, lost his head in the process. MIBR just getting picked apart in these duels.
This is G2 like really challenging at just the initial step of map control, right? Like challenging down ramp, challenging at the stairs. We've seen it a number of times. And they're saying, you know what, maybe if you guys are comfortable and get everything you want, you can execute something pretty dangerous, but why would we ever let you get there?
That's clearly the memo.
Yeah.
Maybe even that timeout just reminding everyone, like, don't be dissuaded.
It's a little bit of a course correction, even if you did win, right?
They really, look how hesitant they are for this boost now. It's pre-aimed by JKS, supported by a second player. It's HooXi.
These are always the rounds where you can feel like a team might get a little bit lost because you're just sitting here and you're just like, well, what's the good option? Like, where are we supposed to go to try and recover this?
The fleur-de-lis of Molotovs coming to the B site. HooXi and JKS will be the first to respond.
And JKS does not pass the test. HooXi reveals himself off the flash. It should be 2, and it is. Eventually, Henny with the bomb, 30 seconds, and absolutely no hope whatsoever. Turns the flash and catches lead. It's 3 from HooXi. Makes them dead. MIBR, just 2 meager rounds to celebrate so far on their map pick.
Even without getting a kill, JKS provides so much. That just gives HooXi the exact timing of when that push is going to come. Same with the support flash from Hunter. Like, it just sets it up so nicely. That is quick. Very quick.
Yeah, and Breno's been their most threatening player on that A round. But as you were saying, you know, the G2 are consciously bringing these fights to them. You can see how this would leave MIBR at the end of the half kind of feeling like they didn't get to play the game. You just end up getting held at the first contact, such as that. HooXi's so blind, though. Does well to get 1. And that is a rifle that could be retrieved. Certainly not the easiest. It's out in limbo, out in mid.
Yeah, but Hunter's already rotated over and gotten a pretty deep angle, and he's going to keep clearing it, and he's going to say, yeah, they attacked mid, but they're not here at the moment.
And Breno, on the other hand, is taking that little bit of space that was provided. JKS to get clearing. Nico confirms the rifle has not fallen into enemy hands. And actually, Hunter, yeah, he is going to take a proactive stance on this.
I think they take down HooXi in middle. They start to look at B a little bit more intense.
Oh, that smoke's going to be late. JKS not distracted. And sprays 1 down. Nico good for the cross as well.
Molotov to thwart any sort of plant. Little does he know, Nico dumping a flash.
It's delay tactics now for Nico because he knows he's got Hunter. He's like, I don't have to challenge anything. Molotov to keep him off the plant. Nade out to make him feel uncomfortable. Sets his cousin up perfectly. Hunter grabs another one, and it's just Sandy with nowhere to go. Well, all right then. 8-2.
Loud claps from the G2 camp.
They had a new pregame situation going on today. I don't know if you saw or caught that or heard that. They were like clapping over there, doing a little partying behind the thing. It was great.
Yeah, well, they've got this new support staff. Yanko and Chad interviewed him.
Yes. Yeah, I know him. He's
Mind Body Esports.
Yes, he's not here at the event, but he's obviously was in Katowice. Went to a little bit of a boot camp afterwards to set them up nicely for Pro League. So he's got to be sitting home very happy with how things are going against MIBR at the moment. This timeout is indeed MIBR's, and this is their second. So the other one was G2. So well done, Alex.
Thanks, man.
What a good eye.
Look at me go.
Little callback.
Well, G2 firmly in the driver's seat at this point, but the guns, again, coming back out for MIBR. You know, maybe, just maybe, some util. What are you going to cook up?
It feels like there's kind of like, you can go a couple different ways with it, I guess. If you're MIBR, you can like really kind of pick up the aggression in the early round and try and meet the aggression of G2 like head on and try and really win out that clash and get some decent trades. Or you can sort of sit back and let them spend some of that utility, let them be in those positions in the Molotovs and the flashbangs, and then wait towards the late round to have the utility advantage to be able to progress after G2 has to fall back.
Okay. Monacy dumps a nade off on B site, and then tucks tail straight back off. JKS, Nico, though, with the first frag in the round. Yeah.
Interesting mix-up as well. They're actually just using Monacy as that float player and dispatching HooXi towards the A site trio.
Just trying to confuse the position of the AWP for the later round, so MIBR can't get a read of it.
I'm surprised Hunter's sticking around. That smoke is fading, and no immediate support. HooXi working towards short. Monacy even arriving just in the nick of time. That will be a re-smoke ramp.
And an AWP at the party.
And a swung, perfect, flashed Breno. Nothing he can do. The one-way established. And ramp is still theirs. That's a great catch from Insani. But he's trapped. Monacy's got him boxed in, safe from the flash, and actually
still hit
does.
him.
Hit it on the cross back, straight through the concrete.
They do have 3 Molotovs. If they fall back to the B bomb site, they can. We saw them previously do that 3-on-5 like set piece towards this B bomb site. They almost got them in. They would have a Molotov for JKS position, default boxes as well. So that could be a bit spicy, but JKS does have a smoke to deploy if he does get burned out, so there's some options available. However, Nico is weak, but all this time has allowed Hunter to get over.
Yeah, Nico's going to deploy a smoke, trying to bait and switch. Now they're aware. And that's the first frag from Turtle. We'll be able to build upon it. Nico, oh, perfect. Playing around the precipice of the smoke. A clean frag from him on the low HP as a 1v1 emerges. Can he get the bomb down? m0NESY can stop him. Fake, ballsy, m0NESY, you cheeky boy! Oh my god, that's so smart. Making the steps. It's undeniable he's coming. And then just turning tail.
Yeah, really well done right there for sure for that side. My god.
Yeah, m0NESY, that's a clever little clutch to bust out. He's, for such a young player, even out of his rookie season last year, he had some magnificent clutches. So, guys just built for.
Did you see he just hit #1 in the in EU for Face It?
Oh, did he?
He's #1.
Oh, and he's #1 in the world for a professional team. #1 in Face It for EU.
He's having a good year.
Yeah, it's not too shabby.
It's a good start.
It's been a couple good years.
Situational awareness through the roof.
Yeah, oh,
it's obvious.
Well, I think it has something to do with just not only taking he's clearly, you know, a prodigy, but he's also so clearly spent so much of his developmental years also learning lessons through Counter-Strike, where I feel like it's probably, you know, he can kind of think as quickly as you have to in real life. You know, there's intuition and
like that critical thinking.
Yeah, he's putting it into practice.
Thing,
they're not really pixels to him anymore. You know, he's just
this is real
advanced to a different level.
It helps when you have a phenomenal team around you as well. As such a young player too, so he's not only got a lot of people who can teach him things, but also a lot of people that make his life much, much easier.
And I'll go along is to say, like, you know, locker room vibe has got to be pretty good for G2, right? Not only do you have the, you know, the psychological component over there of you know, sort of a sports psychologist, but really when you're winning, things feel good, and that goes without saying.
Things do feel good when you're winning.
Who knew?
Yeah, we did just win. And I do feel great.
All right, I'm coming for your next DHS. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next week.
MIBR saying we'll see you at the site a little later. We kind of thwarted off from going any further with that util, but they do have HooXi out of the picture.
Yeah, I mean, HooXi's just feeling himself. He definitely feels like he can go wherever he wants. We've seen him taking early fights ramp, middle, and now B.
Yeah. And sadly, I mean, it's almost like MIBR with this 1-for-1 trade and a 4-on-4. This might be one of the better openings they've had in this entire half, which really kind of sucks to say. But one of the situations where you feel if you're MIBR, like you absolutely have to capitalize on it.
Perfect response from m0NESY, just a knee-jerk reaction, a perfect smoke for sure.
It looked like he wanted the gap on the right side so he could kind of swing behind and get a little cheeky, but it just wasn't available to him. So while all this is going on and while the utility is delaying towards the A-bomb site, JKS and Nico pushing down the B stairs allows Nico to get a fast flank position, allows JKS to shift over towards middle and be closer to support the other bomb site.
It's got to be Breno. I mean, he's delivered them the rare openings we've seen. Let's see if he can build them into this A site now. 30 seconds, light on time. Nico's flank is so swift. They've just rounded the corner or not.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, the Jaws theme tune starts to play as Nico ruining the day of MIBR, a double spray, and yeah, Hunter's there to pick up the slack.
Yeah, that was not in the MIBR playbook right there. I don't think that was part of the plan whatsoever. Exit, 1v2, somehow, some way. Taps the bomb, 9 seconds left. He's got to stick it right here and really hope that Hunter doesn't somehow, some way fumble that. And guess what? He didn't. G2 pick up another one.
But yeah, you talk about the locker room vibe. I think as well, Jason hinted at it, but just being sat next to so many players that you admire. You got Nico, who's giving you a fist bump saying, well played, Ilya. You know, like that'll do something for you, just constantly reaffirming your ability and your spot in this team. He certainly doesn't need much of that anymore.
Well, also just the assistance too of like having you know, you obviously have your in-game leader of HooXi, but then also having guys like Hunter and Nico,
JKS,
who are
mid-rounding off of.
Yeah, I was gonna say those two specifically, like just very like known for very good mid-round decisions. Nico even spending time as an in-game leader. So if you're that young player, you don't have to kind of really worry about directing the team. You're just focused entirely on what you're doing.
And Justin Savage might be one of the coolest out there. I'm just gonna throw it out there. He's a pretty cool cat. So calm and collected. That's also a nice thing to have in the camp. You know, someone that's a little bit more reserved, but about getting the action done, you know. 10-2, not a whole lot of action for MIBR.
No, they're getting a little bit lost in the mid-round. Some of like their repositions and some of their adjustments in the mid-round have been a little slow, which is giving G2 all the time in the world to move around the map.
Well, I was just trying to, I've always heard people in driving lessons say hands at 10 and 2.
Oh, yeah, 10 and 2.
Oh, so now it makes sense.
It's the clocks.
Yeah, no. Oh, I'd never tried.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't do that in your driver's test in America, I think you just fail.
Yeah.
Kind of, like, ridiculous. But anyway.
And the emergency stops.
Oh, the 3-point turn, Jason. How'd you do on that one?
I was okay on the 3-point turn. It was the parallel parking that.
Parallel parking.
I've gotten better over the years.
You see, I come from a place where I don't even remember being tested at parallel parking.
Okay.
Well. Monashi, not tested very much here at all. In fact, flashed off, a little bit of a fumble.
Oh, no
there
way.
We go.
Of course.
Lands one to Insani.
I can't believe he's hit that. JKS, good hold. And just 2 remaining. And once again, this hit, it seems like it's got some space. It seems like it's got some legs, and then they get swept out from beneath them by the defense. Turtle left in a 1v4.
It does just see, when you see G2 CT sides, this is a team that are all singing from the same hymn sheet. There is no doubt about where your enemy's affections are heading. You've got a very good idea of where they can't be and where they can. And so this group think of problem solving. You see how quick he reacted to that as well, but they're just so aware of what's open and addressing it just through their own ability and mechanics. That's a lovely shot from Monacy, even hitting that leg shot as well, just to confirm it. JKS didn't have to do too much for his close there onto Insani. Lots of spares hanging out at spawn, just opting for flashes over HEs.
8 rounds straight in this 11-2 lead for G2, and Nico is the lowest fragger at 9.
Wild
Don't see that every day. Had a chance over the smokes to add on top of it. Good utility. Oh, no, you don't like to see that.
What were 2 frags have become just 1 there for Henny. Burnt to a crisp.
1 in his name, 1 frag in the game.
Man, just playing in the fire over here on this A ramp. MIBR just, you know, this A side, not really panned out for him. Okay, as I say that yet again, it's BNN. You want
to try that one again? You kind of really mumbled your way through it.
Listen, you know, it's a lot of word.
Okay. Oh, one more. Timing? One more of those, Nico. One more.
Oh, now he's got it.
Good rebuttal from Insani, but the damage is done. 3 on 2. And you have the op to deal with. Although, oddly enough, HooXi's... Okay, HooXi didn't completely bail out. He's just rotating around to a new position. Monacy going to stick here.
JKS can kind of hybrid hold that B mid area.
No smokes, unfortunately, for MIBR. Just the 4 flashbangs. They'd love to be able to set up 1 piece of smoke to take an angle away.
Monacy doesn't miss these. Turtle, it's a good test of his jiggles.
Good test of a caster curse.
He does not, in any way, shape or form, miss these.
There's absolutely no way.
0% chance.
Yikes.
Your powers have gotten weak over the years.
I've really lost it. I've lost my touch.
12-2.
Hunter having a good time. Look at the smiles in the G2 camp. Except for JKS, of course.
And quite the contrast, of course, as we cut to Henny. That's a nasty death. A nasty way to go. You toast your own toes. Admittedly, you know, Nico did a lot of the heavy lifting, but yeah, a tut of his tongue, a shake of his head. He's not in the game yet, which is a horrible feeling when you've also got the awareness of how much this map win is required. You've got Nuke next. G2's Nuke is next. I will remind you, I don't need to remind you of the streak, more so just that is the next we have for MIBR to bite off.
A little bread and butter there for G2.
I do love bread and butter. It's hard to beat, man. Good bread, good butter. Yeah. Keep it simple. Sprinkle of salt.
A little cinnamon butter, too, in the morning, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
I know Jason's a balsamic oil mix.
Yeah, the balsamic and olive oil is my go-to. It's mine.
It's all mine. I came up with it.
Yeah, I was the inventor.
Interesting. Their smoke, I don't know if it's deliberate, but it is a little deep. And yeah, it's led to an early death from Odyssey. Turtle with the double up. He's on his way into the site. Can he give MIBR a exciting close? Hunter is making it more difficult. Can't hold the spray. Breno's in, as is MIBR. Bomb to follow. HooXi begging for Nico to rotate through.
Holding his grenade, waiting for the plant. 2-on-3 last round and a half.
HooXi, not going to get the kill. Going to do a little bit of initial damage. A lot of initial damage onto Henny, 44 HP. Nico's still not activated just yet, but that's what this flashbang is designed to do, and he's got to smoke for the defuse if they can get into that situation.
Yeah, first fight's probably on exit towards those generators. He's got his lineup now.
Pop.
Not looking good. Looks great for MIBR's third. Nico needs the multi-kill. Only provides the 1, and Breno. Double trouble alongside with Turtle. It is just HooXi.
And he's gone down. And HooXi is taking a loss. That's a dominant half for G2. 12-3. 9-round lead And we'll be right back to see if MIBR can be revitalized during the break.
Save us, man. The money will never change us, man. Yeah. Nobody can save you but you. Believe in them schemes if you want to. Self-motivation is a virtue, and the lack of that can truly hurt you. I just want to give you the tools to thrive in a world so cold against you and I ain't perfect nowhere near it, but I will share what was shared with me when I didn't want to hear it. Law of attraction, yeah, thoughts become things. So monitor what you think about it does bring good and bad vibes to fruition. I can lead you the truth, but I can't make you listen. Nah. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do what we major. Gotta grind till it take all the pain away. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do what we major. Yeah. Gotta grind till it take all the pain away. And that's all facts, that's raw rap. Pushing buckets, still trying to find my way to the lab. Pushing my pen, still trying to get rich off rap. Pissed off at the oversaturation of that. Passionate about the craft, throwing away the trash. Tunnel vision with this, hoping that I don't crash. Planning for my success, only thing keep me stressed. Gotta do it the best, nothing more, nothing less. Never with the fugazi, try to play me, I'm cool. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm a fool. Calculating my moves, execute with precision. Separating myself, gotta keep it consistent. Nothing too heavy to lift, no mountain too high to climb. Exceed expectations every time I write a rhyme. You see it, this what hard work look like. We don't know failure, out of mind, out of sight. Like it takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do what we major. Gotta grind till it take all the pain away. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do what we major. Gotta grind till it take all the pain away.
ESL Pro League, Season 17, marching right on in.
Hey!
Not gonna. G2 in the kitchen. What they come through cooking.
Hey!
Talking about Alex Richardson.
Hey!
Better start booking.
Hey!
The flight's back home. I was just kidding.
No,
I'm not
bro.
going down that route.
I was just trying to be your hype man.
Yeah, I was really struggling there for a second. I mean, obviously, not a whole lot to grab on. It's G2 currently in the driver's seat at 12-3. We go to the second half here of Vertigo. Nuke will be up next. A G2 fan favorite. And here we are off to the races in the pistol round with 3 decoys. Jason, over to you.
Over to me, yes. I'm excited to see what those decoys are doing. Still, 10 years into the game, we haven't figured out exactly how to use them.
I'll tell you what those decoys are doing.
Oh, the dualies. Turtle's got one, and he won't be able to. Oh, he will. Oh, triple with the dualies.
That's the caster curse in action. Jason with a demonstration.
My powers are real strong. Jeez.
I got to try myself some of that, Jason. You really did set him up for success. That was perfect.
Yep,
he will not. He will actually kill everyone.
And he'll do a little bit better than that.
Yeah, that's lovely. The third especially. Oosh, straight to the dome.
That third one's got to feel good, too.
Definitely. Well, it's going to feel good for MIBR because starting as they need to go on, not even mean, it has to be a very fierce start to their defensive half.
Yeah, not
you
a lot
have
of
to see
wiggle.
Henny as well. That man has got to step himself up. He's definitely not been present in the first. Big chance for him to turn it around here. Nico with an Anthony. Smoke and a solid opening. How is Breno unable to find a response? Two teammates as well alongside. And yeah, oh,
that's weird.
that's a good molly.
Yeah, I never saw that fire spread. A little bit of revenge on Breno for Nico, and he's going to go right back to it. They think he's fallen away, and actually he decides against it. Low HP, going to pass the Galil off to a teammate, you'd imagine.
Gets awkward now. Really awkward. Especially if Turtle gets traded. HooXi, though, only the Deagle could not muster it now with the bomb on the floor. He's pulled MIBR back into a much more favorable scenario. Really not many ways back in. You've got a single smoke on JKS, so good luck, have fun with that. Bomb on Nico. And he'll take the Deagle.
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, that's going to be quite nice. At least Nico can pick and choose his battles, use that smoke as a one-way. Maybe you get a fortunate little one dig over. We've seen him do it, obviously, and JKS with the Galil can still cause some damage. But Nico here to be a distraction.
He's all the way over here this B side. Meanwhile, his teammates just getting ready to pounce on any opportunity at the A ramp.
They've got to close the gap on A ramp, though, before he could execute the fake. They got to get a little bit closer, so you can see him creeping up towards sandbags now. This is a very passive defense from Insani and from Henny.
Let's see if Insani, I mean, you know, we got a young gun here. Will he over-rotate? Already starts to back away upon the first flash thrown.
Henny as well cheated over a little bit. They're very nervous about that.
Yeah, I see just all the way up there. Scoped in, surely, and finding the frag on Insani. That solo A defender is going to create a big problem here. Maybe they just at least get a bomb plant.
Gotta risk it.
Timer did come to a close.
Yeah, that's lovely. JKS is still trapped on that default site. Confirms presence on both sides, both fronts, and still stands up tall. Pulls his shoulders back, takes down exit. Now support from m0NESY Scout, not going to be easy. Wow, JKS, how does he do so much damage? He's made it easier for m0NESY for that one-shot potential. Nico, the same as it's Turtle. It's all Turtle. Could be acing to finish and find 5. And Henny steals it away. A necessary close. MIBR up to 5 and saved by Turtle.
Yeah, that's a nice shot from Henny at the end. There were no kits. Nico kind of got a little bit tricky. And m0NESY just gets caught. He doesn't think they're going to swing wide whatsoever. He's trying to find out where that railing is that he can jump up on top of to confuse the angle. But man, JKS does some work in this round to bring G2 into a plant and almost nearly win it.
Yeah, I don't think they knew where Nico was going to be coming from either, obviously, because you can tell a little bit of hesitation. Maybe he's coming through middle. He was just over on the B side dumping flashes. So either way, for MIBR, they lasso it back in.
What?
Whoa.
Jason, oh, because they planted?
What's up? What's up, baby?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, we've got another timeout and fourth and final one used by MIBR. They're just trying to stabilize as best they can. They know that was a costly round. They know with the plant on top of it, it's likely to be another G2 buy. So just trying to continue fighting into this game.
Yeah, plenty of rounds to work with for G2. Not so many for MIBR.
This is where, I mean, look, let's start reaching a little bit. Let's start scraping the bottom of the barrel. This is where you'd really hope Henny can start kind of coming alive in this half, not just for map 2, but also if you are to make this comeback happen here on Vertigo, you're going to need that off hitting some shots. You're going to want Henny to be confident taking deep angles with the AWP and having impact. So at least start getting his blood pumping, blood flowing.
Yeah, I mean, we saw from Shiro how good an AWP on Vertigo can be. Up against G2, especially on their T side, trying to get the juices flowing early. Nico not going to be profiting this time. It's Henny. Speak his name, and he fills the feed with a big scalp. Nico gone early, and already you can see that, oh, he's built upon that. m0NESY's gone down in the meantime. JKS's adventures are cut short, and all of that for naught.
That made me jump. I have to imagine JKS jumped out of his seat as well. I even knew where he was. Low HP on HooXi. He's got the scout in hand. Galil for Hunter. This one's fallen flat. Fourth timeout works wonders for MIBR.
Never ceases to amaze me that we have X-Ray on. We are looking at the minimap, and yet still, when you watch these pros, sometimes you see their death from the POV of them. It's just so quick. You just can't help but jump out of your chair. This one, unfortunately, for HooXi is all said and done. Double for Henny. Keeping note of that. Definitely going to be closing that gap a little bit, and I think that should be enough. G2 after taking 3 on the chin, will have to be perhaps humbled for the 4th.
Yeah, that probably go on to some kind of a half buy, right? As the losing bonus builds up, it's maxed out right now at 3,400. So invest in some Tech 9, some Deagle, some utility. You can go for that and still try to apply some pressure because MIBR is still thinking in the back of their heads. This is some breathing room. This is a chance to grow some money for MIBR.
Another timeout coming through. This time from that G2 side.
Timeout from G2.
And Jason, perhaps you know a thing or two about this. Sometimes you don't even call the timeout for this round in particular. Maybe even the next gun round, like, hey, this is what we want to do, and that next time we have a full buy.
Yeah, you can call like 2 rounds in that, like, hey, this round we're gonna do a little half buy, blah blah blah, and then obviously you're going into the next round. We have this kind of tactic that we've kind of earmarked as something we want to run against this team, or something in their defense that we want to try and exploit. So keep that in mind for the next one.
Yeah, and also just making sure you've got this round with as much of a plan as possible, so that you can make these little limited nades work. You see 3 HEs. Do they stack them towards sandbags? Oh, a chance on the Deagle. Nade is good, and look at the conversion. Insani catches him. Good opening.
That's a great opening. A kill and 58 damage done to beat at Anazon. Turtle.
I'll try that one again.
Nice on the Turtle. Exits alone. That flash is going to be gobbled up. Swallows it. Gets away, but space to be taken. Hunter looking very comfortable as he gets across the quad.
Around in the corner of the Tech 9. Plenty of room right there to work with, but his teammates are falling down all around him. Nico finally with a Deagle frag on the board. Just 2v2.
m0NESY and Nico, the dastardly duo. Still very hard pixel fights Nico is picking to take.
Man, there were 2 smokes for G2 when they entered into that bomb site, but they could not find a way to deploy them.
Oh, getting run on. Getting run at. All onto Nico's Deag. He's hit a couple of scorches, trying to work out the angle, slips off. He's probably not going to be too happy with that. Can work with it. One of them's low HP.
Oh, wow.
He faked it. Does he call the bluff? That would be very gangster. He's calling the bluff. Gives them nothing. Perfect elevation. He felt like he had it, the pre-aim as well.
And the frustration evident there from Nico, too.
Oh, he knows what's going to happen, right? He knows that someone's going to push that position to try and get like a more aggressive stance towards stairs to make sure he can't shoot at the diffuser. Yeah, so he's just waiting for that push, and I think the frustration isn't so much the missed opportunity or the lost round. It's that it wasn't necessarily the push he thought it was. It was the jump up onto the double stack. It wasn't the fight he was really hoping for.
Your crosshair can only be at one place at one time.
Tell you what, some of those angles, though, when Nico has a Deagle, I'm almost just like, that's like an advantage for Nico. He's got low HP. You're way far back behind Jen. Like,
it's like a headshot angle.
Yeah,
it's really
like,
all you're ever going to see.
It's exactly what he wants.
Okay, a trade there. So Turtle gets the first one. m0NESY comes in to equalize, but weapons out for the side of G2.
Ops out for Henny as well. This is another test to see if he's going to be impactful with the weapon down a ramp.
Yeah, you can see he's not working much, waiting for the fade. Meanwhile, 2 members of this 4-man wolf pack are heading towards middle. That smoke is going to be limiting Breno's options, and the whole util set's actually a bit skew-if.
They really didn't give him any options to work with there. You're not going anywhere, guy. G2 will regroup. But not together, just collectively as like a unit.
All right, utility spent so that MIBR can start clearing out positions.
Yeah, they are flying blind at this point. They're just waiting for Henny to call for any backup. Committed at the girders, though, and m0NESY slipped off. This is for the clear. I wonder if Henny's ready for this. Run boost across.
Oh my goodness, he hit him!
He hit him! He actually hits it! Nico will finish what m0NESY started. Perfect from G2 to get a little advantage into the A side. Still 2 here, though, and perfect. Breno was caught with an nade in his hand, not dead, though. HooXi shy of the frag, needs to get the bomb down as Insani caught out as well. It's Nico up and over. Nice from Breno, aggressive and knows still bodies on the site. Can hear the reload in the smoke, a 2-on-3, but can change in a drop of a hat and a frag onto Nico. Breno from the academy, but playing above his years. It's JKS on the flank onto exit. Now, unfortunately, Head has to be on a very uncomfortable swivel.
Had no chance for a save either. Like, you're either winning this round or you're done. He's looking for the peak. Nade comes out. No idea where to look. HooXi shuts him down. 6-round lead for G2.
Yeah, really well done right there on their. I mean, you could tell at a certain point they had no idea. There was no expectation of the MIBR player. Bruno, I think they're calling him.
Yeah.
Slipping past through the net.
That was a cool run boost. That's a
Yeah.
cool run boost. I can't believe he got the tag. He even
Me
did
either,
he did like a stutter step when he landed as well. He like landed and went right back, really confusing the flick of Henny as well. Couple little tricks up his sleeve.
Oh yeah, got it all worked out, and we might be seeing this one worked out quite quick. You can see it is a save out of the majority. MIBR though equipping Breno with something a little more spicy, hoping he can disrupt with his extra cash. By virtue of his extra frags, he's keeping up. It's Turtle of 23 though, my goodness.
Yeah, Turtle's really up there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been doing it. Good shift in the first half for sure.
Keep in mind as well, no more timeouts for MIBR. Everything from here is just flying without your coach.
And are the teams going to the major kind of in the same Too soon? No.
No, that's well done.
It's been resolved.
Sorry, guys. I've been waiting for that one all day.
Had that in the back pocket.
Yep. I wonder what MIBR has in their pocket here, because it's really going to have to hold on tightly at this point.
It's this boost. That's where like the main strength of this round is going to come from. The sole M4 in the hands just to like whittle down the attacking forces. Maybe you get a cheeky kill. Maybe you get really lucky and you find 2 frags out of it. Nico's looking for this exact boost though.
Yeah, you just see how Breno has a lovely elevation. And JK has to activate elsewhere. Looking for that mid-fight, gets it with ease as Henny bounds in.
That's the second time we've seen JKS slide out mid like that when Nico's been picked off kind of going for a solo control towards the A bomb site. That seems to be the protocol. Oh, what a clear.
Good dink.
Yeah.
Hunter, very susceptible to exit as they build a round out of this. m0NESY and HooXi, though, piecing it together, as is Insani. Smoke on elevator with a bit of a gap to work with. Won't help him immediately.
Yeah, and they have no idea how close they are in the site. They're going to get that bomb down with just some seconds to spare. 2v3.
Good resmoke. That makes it really uncomfortable. So 20 seconds, what? You're going to either wait it out or wrap around, and that's what m0NESY's holding. A cursory glance from HooXi towards the flank, and a great nade down the gullet. That hurts for Breno. Lateral damage. m0NESY nearly finishes it with 2 bullets, and now it is just going to be a one-on-one. Can HooXi convert? Certainly favors him, considering the absence of a kit. Will he get a little too hungry too early? And this is about time to perfection. HooXi will pull it across the line. m0NESY finding that collateral just to really seal the deal.
Yeah, it really couldn't have worked out any worse for MIBR in that one specific situation. Bam.
They're also like jumping to take the ops, angle away, right? To make him flick or so, like some lower percentage shot, but
when you land at the same angle,
yeah,
kind of don't work.
You didn't plan for that one. 14-7, guns back in the hands of MIBR. No op for Henny.
This is a sign of a very well-oiled machine. I mean, the kill spread from G2, there is no superstars. Everyone is shining equally as bright. Everyone pulling their weight and then some. Looking to close with a bit of a B investigation. You can see m0NESY throwing that smoke a little deep to peek around. That's geeky. And off, oops. Yeah, JKS may have been heard on that Molotov sound, but they'll actually do a bit of a bait and switch. As he's spamming, they can boost up and establish his left side angle. Now crawling up, exposed, and somehow not dead. But Turtle alive and kicking, and it's exit with 2 before Nico finally finds 1 back. It's good from Hunter as the Kovac arrives on B.
Yeah, the Molotov went out there, forces Hunter to aggress in the site just a little bit more, but no one's there to punish that. Yeah. We're going to see a bomb plant from G2.
These reinforcements took a minute to get over there, which is really unfortunate. Exit and Turtle did everything they could. m0NESY with another one. I think another collateral as Insani's tagged up. That flick looked like it was going to land.
Hunter ace in the hole right here. Peace. Next victim, come on down. It's Henny. In a 1v3. No kit. M4 in hand. And a peek from Hunter should seal the deal. I say that.
You got a curse too.
Hey, man.
Nice. That's not bad.
Well, before I sat down here, so don't worry about me. Worry about yourselves.
Welcome to the club.
Either way, G2 round nonetheless, so 15.
Yeah, 8 chances to close it out. Plenty for G2, especially plenty the way that this game has looked and played out.
Yeah, there's never been a moment in this map right here where it's like MIBR in control.
Oh, God, no. Yeah,
this has been a G2 show on their map pick. So
I mean, the closest it was in round 5 when it was 3-2.
Yeah, really.
That's the closest the scoreline has been.
It hasn't been a whole lot of things to be happy about if you're MIBR. Tough first map against the best team in the world. And as you said, Alex, Nuke up next, which feels like a prospect that's even further out of their reach than Vertigo would have been.
Can we call it a LAN slide?
Ooh. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we can.
Thanks, guys. Yes.
Watch out, watch out. SMGs are about and charging. Oh, yes, that's the South American CS. He gets himself a rifle, rips Nico out of the round, and gets away. The boost as well. Oh, it's so good. MIBR with very limited weapons, throwing some aggression into the mix.
Yeah, but this is a great read from Hunter. This might be a play that can bring them back into this, even at a 2-on-5. He's saying, we just saw 3 at A, we just saw 2 boosted up in middle. I know B's clear. And now MIBR has no idea.
Good timing on the Molotov. They respond in kind, and, well, that bomb will at least go down. It's m0NESY and Hunter not to be written out of this round. Hunter needs more, though. They know where he was, and he's stuck around. Trying to take this fight. Oh, the flash, the setup, the double from Hunter collapses the MIBR assault. And now it leaves Insani and Exit as m0NESY's victims. They got info off that. Spotted him, didn't take the shot, but m0NESY known. And at the disadvantage, there is no kit. Oh, and no problem for m0NESY on the first.
Wow.
That was quite a shot just over the top.
And they should call him like the Flash or something. That's crazy.
Even the manager is like over there flexing a little bit on the MIBR organization. There's 3 people in the studio, and he's just like, I will sit here and chill while my team is destroying you guys.
No, he's got the bananas ready.
Plenty of bananas for the boys, coming in hot.
Off to the Vertigo. Well, they could just try and do that every round, I guess, right? That's never gonna catch on. And jokes aside, of course, we saw a nice bit of successful aggression. You could see Hunter and m0NESY actually making it incredibly competitive. Where did that flash come from? Yeah, it was m0NESY just perfectly placed it.
I was kind of interested that Hunter was sticking around. I didn't realize m0NESY had a second flashbang because he had thrown that one earlier, and it kind of sets that up. MIBR was like, okay, we dodged that flash. There was no peek. We're going to come right back up and set up, and they eat the second flash.
To the point where you're, the cliche, Turtle's just unloading his magazine on a white screen.
Well, at this point, 4 Galils and an AK for G2. Against 1 kit over on the side of MIBR. Still tons of rounds to work with, so.
Does Turtle want to get aggressive?
Yeah, he does. Actually,
he might
Exit's going to flash him. Wow, what a good flash! And a good frag as well. Catches Hunter on the aggress. The boost now redundant, but there is still someone slipping through. Oh, JKS. Loud, proud, with a quick find as well off the m0NESY flash. We've seen that. We've said that many a time.
They ran this exact strat just a few rounds back. A boost up towards boards, a boost up on the other side of stairs, and both of them start pushing forward. Obviously, one gets picked off. Brano, 2 kills. It's doable. HooXi shuts him down. And now it's all on Henny for the map. 1v2.
So far, it hasn't been his map to take. A couple smokes in his way. The dilemma is, bomb is starting to tick. There's no saving here. And he just holding the line. And really, not going to be given much room to jump into the action here. So smoke's going to fade out. Henny's got 1 shot at this, maybe 2 if he gets lucky. And he gets neither of them. G2 pick up the first map in this series at 16-8. Vertigo going their way, and we're going to Vertigo go to a break.